There we go, people. February 2nd of 2025. Look at this. Do you see what's going on here? Look at this. This is what they've had my son working out in. I told you it's been freezing. They were loading up wet, saturated, frozen fucking wood so they can make more money as they're making one man lift thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds as he's being told to bust fucking compost boxes, garden beds, because the wood looks weather worn. Basically. Because the wood looks fucking weather worn. Yeah. Get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of everything. Yeah, well, I don't know, people. This is bullshit. They gave away all my metal stuff, right? They told them to get rid of all of it. Planter pots, everything. Just and anything weather worn, you know, like the compost box over there. The stuff that he was throwing in there, he's busting up shit. Okay, he took plywood from the side of the house there that I could use to lay down to prevent fucking weeds from crawling or whatever the hell it is, because, right, or fucking fix things, right? Like this bullshit. Do you see this? Fucking bullshit, man. Fucking bullshit. Spring cleanup. They got some Mickey Mouse little fucking spring cleanup out here. We're in May or something. I don't know. I guess they announce it when it's available. I don't know if they do it every year. They had it last year in May of 2024, where all this wood, this stuff right here, could be loaded up and dropped off at a fucking recycling center with no charge. With no charge. But no, they've got my son out in this fucking weather doing this stupid shit. He was working in the fucking snow yesterday, people. But he was so mad, I just went back inside. Didn't say too much to him because he's like, you know, it's all your fault, right? It's like, yeah, no, it's not my fucking fault, people. From here, all the way down to the fucking road, from there, from the walkway, all the way to the fucking fence was fucking sand. And underneath the sand was rocks. With weeds and morning glory growing through it, with cat shit fucking shitting it, all the fucking cats in the neighborhood coming fucking shitting in it, fucking raccoons. That was my yard. This side, all this in here, was nothing but weeds. All along the fucking fence, nothing but weeds. With a little moldy, what do you call that? Mossy fucking grass. That was it. Fucking weeds. It's just, I'm telling you, this is bullshit. 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 So much bullshit, man. Middle of fucking winter, they're doing this because there's something wrong with these people. And you can't even call them fucking people. Like, who does this shit, right? Clearly they're trying to make money out of this. February 2nd, 2025. I'm telling you, people, they did this on purpose. They knew this was coming because of the cold snap in the United States of America, right? It's been advertised for 3 weeks, 4 weeks going on that this cold snap was coming, okay? It's snowing right now, 11 o'clock in the morning. It's been snowing all night. Clearly you can see that. It was snowing yesterday. He was out here working in the snow. But it wasn't like this, but it's like this now. They got him busting up my compost boxes, right, that look weather worn. They got him busting up my garden beds, garden boxes, I think. Pretty sure in the back. Yeah, that look weather worn. So all the dirt's now on the ground and it's just going to be a haven for weeds, morning glory to travel through it. And because they were kind of raised garden beds, they got a little more sun. You know, I think they got him to remove everything from the side of the house here. He tried to leave it, but I noticed he brought out my pipes that I had here when I used to have to work in the back for drainage problems. And that was just stuff I had left over, and I hung it up just in case. Right? And I think that's where he got those pieces of plywood, which would look weather worn, but they'd still be in good shape because they were up against the house under here, so they never got wet, right? So they got him throwing out, just because if it's good, they'll use it. They'll use it for fucking, they'll come back and they'll put it on their fences or something dumb, somebody else's property, or they'll use it for something. Oh yeah, and you know what? I wouldn't be surprised her son doesn't fucking own this company or have shares in this company. Oh yeah, I really think so. Yeah. Yeah, this makes me sick. I'm so fucking sick. I'm so tired of being fucking sick because of these people. You know, looking at my old videos, take it as is. If you don't like it, you can move. Yeah, I guess if you don't like it, Markane, you can move. You don't like being out here working in this kind of weather. Oh, it's not so bad, Mrs. Gill says. Oh, no, that's okay. Just do more. No, don't stop. We're going to bring another bin. Do some more. Don't stop, Markane. Just keep fucking working. We got to keep you out there right up until the very bitter fucking end so that you can make as much money as you can for me and my partner group here with this bin, whether it's my son or his friends or somebody in the fucking family that's making money off of this shit, okay? Like, seriously, man. And the city, oh yeah, they're making money off of it too, because they're just getting ready to move in another fucking 2 immigrant families at $2,500 a pop, upstairs, downstairs. That's $5 fucking grand, right? Somebody's getting a fucking bribe here, for sure. For sure, people. And then in along comes the body parts. Who's left in my family to harvest? Not too many left of us, right? Because then that's the big bucks. Then they really can build those buildings down the road there with those fucking leaky basements. Okay, so I guess they want you to be a YouTuber that goes off and buys brand new material, makes a nice little garden box, paints it maybe, and then it's good to go. If he took down my garden boxes that are out in the back there, and there's only a couple of them, people, they've been out there for years, and I do use them. And they took away, I'm pretty sure he took the plywood that I had on this side of the house up against it, with a few other things that would be dry, but it would look weather worn, but it would still be solid. When they sell you plywood, they don't sell it to you painted. And just because it gets weather worn doesn't mean it's not viable to use when needed. My son said it's going to take about a month to do whatever it is that he's doing. And he talked about painting stuff. Well, is he required to go off and buy the paint? Who's painting it? Do you honestly see my son out there painting things? In freaking March when it's raining and shit and cold? Can you even paint things in March when it's raining and cold, except for maybe walnut stain or something like that? And even then, that was just homemade walnut stain when they had me out in April in the cold, when everything was looking gray, because it was still coming out of winter. Like, you know, we weren't even really into, what is it, April showers brings May flowers? Yeah, exactly. They had me in the rain and the cold with the showers before the flowers even came. That was in April. I'm pretty sure that was in April in 1 year. Fucking staining whatever it was. I was staining lawn ties that I had used as borders along the ground to, you know, just prevent weeds from spreading, or to just mark off the walkway, or whatever it was, people. Like, this is cruel and unusual. They knew this weather cold snap was coming because it's been on the internet. It started in the States. Everybody talking about 4 feet of snow, right? Yeah, it's been going on for about 3-4 weeks. This fucking snow snap coming. It was just a matter of time. That's why they brought the other bin, because they wanted him out there in this weather, people. They did. They weren't satisfied with the first fucking haul. They had to go to do it again, because it's a fucking, not only is it money grab, but it's add insult to injury. Geek up the house, get that cortisol going so everybody's depressed, right? Angry, right? Fucking suicidal, so that we did it to ourselves because, we're being gang stalked and tortured, basically, and worked to death in freezing elements, when it's raining, right? And it's frozen shit. What do you think that is? That's freezing elements. Picking up frozen shit, right? And it's fucking raining. A little bit of wind with the wind factor. It's not warm rain, it's cold rain. Yeah. with frozen crap. And now everything's really frozen. Like it's stupid. Really stupid. And they're laughing. They're all laughing. They're laughing at my videos right now as they're watching them laughing. The only one who might not be laughing will be Mr. Gill. Maybe. Maybe he won't be laughing. But everybody else will be laughing. They're all laughing. Yeah. It's like a snuff movie. Only we don't get completely murdered off just yet. Yeah. Because they got their spywares too, right? You know, they're spying on you in the yard as they're zapping you with their energy weapons. So, it goes, you know, they don't need my videos to see what the fuck is going on outside. They already got that yard wired. It's been hardwired ever since I moved in. That's why my camera, not this camcord, but another camcord picked up the energy weapons as I was out there working. But all they have to say is I'm delusional and ignore the video and say that it's not real, even though videos don't lie. Right? Unless, of course, you got somebody putting together a fake video for whatever purpose, but outside of that, I don't put together fake videos. Right? I tried to do good things in the community. Something the Punjabis didn't want. They wanted homeless people. Because if they didn't want homeless people, they would have helped me with my foundation. And they wouldn't have sent in some fucking goon to run off with my certificates and sabotage the foundation right along with the rest of his people. Sabotaged it. Because they want people to go hungry. Unless, of course, maybe you go to their church, sorry, temple, and you eat their free food as you sit on the floor while you do it. And then, this way they can say they're charitable. And then just send you back out onto the streets because you're homeless. But they won't do anything to solve homelessness. Because whatever it is that they're building, they damn well know only certain kinds of people can afford it. From certain kind of places, and many of them not from Canada, or they sit empty like ghost buildings so they can have their hospital transport vehicles roll up in the back with everything all nicely fenced off with weather-worn wood, right? If you notice, when I took you to the back of that building, everything that was fenced in terms of wood was all weather-worn wood. Why doesn't the city do something about that? It's all weather-worn wood holding up a fucking fence over there to make it easy so that if somebody jumped out of that hospital transport vehicle, 2 men, and grabbed somebody that was homeless, that was kind of just stuck over there in the corner and couldn't escape because that vehicle rolled up on them. No, that's it. They're gone. You'll never see them again. No, because people actually disappear out here. Yeah, and if you're homeless, well, you know what they say, more the merrier, right? The more that go missing, the merrier it becomes for them because it's just more money in the bank. That's the next tentacle of the organization, of the criminal organization, right? So that's why the foundation never became successful, people. Because I'm up against people that are not interested in solving homelessness, are not interested in bringing food security into the province and making it so that everybody has food security and not just some people, right? And stuff like that. So it's going to be pretty rough. Like, I'm at the point where I want to put a dollar amount on everything that I own in the backyard and in this yard as a whole, a dollar amount. Whatever's inside my sheds, outside my sheds, whatever I built, whatever I got destroyed, whatever got destroyed, I'm just going to put a dollar amount. I'm going to go into my old bills and receipt, like whatever, old bills. Yeah. And I'm going to start looking for Home Depot. When I bought a lot of this shit new that's now weather worn, but it was still functional, that they're throwing out so that they can make a profit, work my son harder, right? Get him madder at me, right? Some of that stuff could have fixed the porch. As a matter of fact, we need some plywood for that porch, to do porch repairs. We need some of that wood to do fucking stair repairs. Right? Forget about the fucking porch roof. That's a lost cause. It's been a lost cause ever since I moved in. 14 years, it's a lost cause. So much of my stuff has gotten ruined because of that lost cause. But yeah, I'm thinking to put a dollar amount on everything. Everything and anything. And my time. And I'm trying to figure out, well, what do you do? How do you do that? Take it year by year, look at your videos. Well, you know, you were working in the yard every fucking year. It was only in the last 2 years that I didn't really work very much, and I did get out there this summer a little bit, or whenever it was, but not as much as I should have. But you know what? Even if I would have cleared out more crap and did whatever, and they would still be ripping up my garden boxes, compost boxes, or whatever they're fucking doing, because the wood is weathered. And it's the middle of winter. Even though the structure was still holding the dirt inside of it in terms of a garden box. The structure was still holding the compost that was being built into it with good dirt on the bottom and whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter, man. So yeah, I'm thinking just to add up everything. Everything that I own in this yard, put a dollar amount on it. Figure out an approximate dollar amount on my time that I gave up my life for in this house. Gave up my life for. So I could be robbed and mistreated, bullied, threatened, terrorized. To be a sitting duck, to have it happen again because maybe my son won't be painting things fast enough. Who fucking knows, people? Like, it could be that simple. Since when does it become a requirement to fucking paint things now? Well, you don't pay $4,500 a month, so that's what makes you obligated. Yeah, okay. No, it doesn't. You don't like it, you can move. You don't live outside, you don't need the back steps. You can still go down those ones if you want, even though they're soaking fucking wet all the time and you might slip and break your neck, because that leaks up there. You can't really use your garage because it's a leaky boat. It's always been a leaky boat. But I suppose if you want to, well, take it as is. If you don't like it, you can move. And if it really breaks, don't come to us and ask for help because we're not fucking helping you. You go figure it out. But whatever it is that you do, just make sure you come back with brand new materials to put it on an old, rickety, broken down fucking porch, because it's got to be brand new. It's got to look new, because if it's not new, it becomes a target. It's weather worn. Oh, God forbid. Yeah. Do you see? Like it's stupid. So I guess tomorrow I'll just record. I'll just record every day what the weather is like. And maybe I should record the temperatures every day. Maybe, I don't know. I feel sick, people. Like it's like I'm on the verge of a nervous breakdown. I want to puke, man. They're taking advantage of my son. They're taking advantage of the situation. And they're doing it on purpose with malicious intent. As they're laughing. Trying to convince Mr. Gill to laugh along with them. Yeah. Maybe he is. I don't know. It's 34 degrees Fahrenheit right now. And it's 10:30 in the morning. And it's snowing like a mad dickens. Now maybe the snow will be gone in 2 days. Maybe, but then everything is even more saturated. More wet. It'll be just as cold, if not colder. Right? They'll make more money because everything will be wetter. And frozen. They're doubling the ice now. Do you not see that? First they throw in wet, saturated, frozen wood. Then they let it fucking snow, so it gets more wet. And then it will melt a little bit. It will seep into the ice will just get thicker. Because it's going to freeze again by the time and they'll make sure that they roll it out of here when it's frozen solid as a rock. So that when they weigh it, they're making maximum dollar amount off of water. Yeah. And as they're making it impossible for us to repair anything unless we go out and buy it new. As they are destroying things that I could have planted beans in, more than likely. Or something. Or something. We know my greenhouse needs to be fixed, but my son threw out the plywood. There you go. He threw out the plywood because the city told him to get rid of the weather-worn wood. And then my landlady came yesterday and probably pointed this, and this, because she came and got her rent, and he went and gave it to her, and I can guarantee you she was out there, oh, you didn't get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. This is at the direction of my landlady, okay? An 84-year-old woman that's out to fucking kill me. After 14 years of giving my life to her in this fucking yard, including even the little bit that I did last year as I was fixing her fucking fence. Her fence. Not once did she ever pay to fix the fence. In 14 years. And that thing was weather-worn when I moved in. And old. And I didn't rip up her fence. I didn't ask them to fucking repair the fence. I fixed the fucking fence. So they didn't have to spend money. Unnecessarily. So yeah, everything I own outside, including what's in my fucking sheds, I mean, clearly is fair fucking game here, right? So I might as well include everything, just like my landlord, everything. Get rid of everything. Well, then if that's the fucking case, I'll include everything. I'll put a dollar value on everything that I fucking ever owned, used, have, whatever, bought, whatever. Doesn't matter where it is, because it's going to be robbed anyway. It's already been robbed. And it will be more than $10,000, I can guarantee you that. And yeah, I'll have some receipts to prove for it. All I have to do is just go into my papers. Good luck finding it, like a needle in a haystack, blind as a bat, looking for my Home Depot purchases. As they accuse me of hoarding weather-worn wood. Yeah, the only reason I hoarded any fucking thing around here was because of your stupid yard. At least I covered up fucking sand. Rocks. Gravel, rocks, and sand. I didn't make you walk in cat shit. And then have it on the bottom of your feet so that you could go home into your monster home and walk in your house with fucking cat shit with sand on the bottom of your feet. But that's the way my house was when I moved in, and I realized that half a yard in the freaking front was fucking sand full of fucking cat shit. You couldn't even walk on the crap. And that stuff was blowing in the house, people. Because of wind, right? That's why I did what I did. Because when the wind came, the sand was blowing in the house with all those germs. And then the back was just a big mud pit. He's throwing out my pipes that, you know, could be used for something if he ever needed. Like on the side of the house over here, for example. It's just full of mud. What's new, pussycat? And he said he wants to try and build it up. I tried to do it a long time ago, but I burnt out and I never did it. I actually started digging out. I moved the stuff there to lay a walkway, right? But I just got tired after a while and it never happened. Anyway, he wants to build something there. And, you know, it's almost like you have to build a drainage, run some drainage rocks and pipes first. And then cover it up with something so that when the water pools, it's going through drainage. So those pipes that he's now going to get rid of, which are, God knows, I don't know how much they are, wouldn't be that hard to put a few freaking holes in them with a drill. And then I've got all the rocks for drainage pipes, to run drainage pipes, because you run the, right? You have to run fucking drainage pipes, people. You need drainage rocks. That's what it needs over there. And they're making him give that away too. Because my landlady's on a power trip. Yeah, she's on a fucking power trip while her family's laughing and saying, "You go, girl. Get your last gig on. Stick it to the bitch real good. When you boot her down the mountain, make sure she never gets up, not even halfway, until finally she lets go." Well, wait. One of the Punjabis with the black turbans will come up and climb down the mountain, and we'll start shaking something, and shaking, and shaking, and shaking, and shaking, 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 until finally I just can't hang on to nothing anymore, and that's when I'll fucking fall. Okay, same day, February 2nd, 2025. I'm searching out City of Surrey on YouTube just to show you how gang stalking works. Okay, you're not going to see not one video where I say City of Surrey. Nope, because they got my channel on lockdown. Oh yeah. They do it through their source code. Okay. Alright. Yeah. See, City of Surrey, yada 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 yada. City of Surrey, yada yada. Wow, Surrey, British Columbia, Canada, walking tour. Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. Do you see my videos? No. Why? Because they don't want people to know how residents are being treated in the city of Surrey. No, they cater to the rich and the middle class. Well, upper middle class. And I suppose it depends whether you're a targeted middle class family or not. Right? Alright, so let's see if my videos come up. City of Surrey, how about we do day 18. I'm pretty sure I got a day 18. Let's see if it comes up. I'd be very surprised if it does. Here we go. City of Surrey, day 18. Stealing toys. How many views? Wow. 68 views. Oh, day 18. What is this one? Damage control. Where am I? There it is. Day 7. I'm delusional. Okay. Day 30. Look at this. See? Look at this. City of Surrey, day 30, April 18th of 2020. Yeah, because they do this like clockwork, people. Where was my landlord helping me then? Since she's so concerned. Cut my losses, City of Surrey, day 19. January 31st of 2025. Exactly. I'm going to start adding up everything that I owned in this yard. I don't care what the fuck it was. Yeah, everything. Yeah, I want to look for my old receipts for the plastic that I had to buy, or the wood that I had to buy, the nails, the staples, the staple guns, the skill saw, the jigsaw, right? My fucking hammers, whatever, screwdrivers. Yeah. Moment man fires, okay. City of Surrey Hall Tour. That's January 25. Top 10 prettiest towns in Surrey. Yeah, right. Woking Tower, Centre Street View, Surrey. That's the UK. Okay, well, they're not providing too many of my videos, just a few. And who's to say that somebody else will see them, because we know how it goes. Right? What they show me isn't what they show you. Okay? Yeah. So just a few. And again, that doesn't mean that if you Google City of Surrey, day 18, you're going to see anything from me. Because clearly my channel's being shadow banned. It's been shadow banned for years. Because YouTube likes to protect the crooks, and they work in partnership with corrupt governments. And that's why they censor all kinds of people for all kinds of reasons. Yeah, people are still losing monetization after 14 years of growing gardens and doing garden videos. Yeah, this one dude had a YouTube channel, 14 years, doing all kinds of YouTube videos with garden beds, this, that, and everything else under the sun, right? I guess he monetized it. Anyway, in the last month or so, YouTube came along and demonetized his whole channel, as they were taking down his videos that had to relate to a herb. To a herb. Yeah. And then they took down the videos and demonetized his channel, and that was it. Yeah. And they expect him to still be their YouTube bitch and make more videos, doing garden videos for them. Oh, like, fuck off, man. Like, seriously, these people that are so money hungry, like, there's seriously something wrong with them. Yeah. And then with AI coming in, taking over humans, and they got fake coroners posing as coroners in the province of British Columbia, Canada, when they're actually robots, signing fake death certificates like Ciera after being in a stupid snuff movie. Seriously, that's what's going to be your next landlord. Will be an AI. Yeah, getting paid to scrounge around for more money, as if an AI, as if a robot could ever understand what the fuck money is about. Right? I'm just saying. Okay, I'm listening. This City of Surrey is back. Where is Souk? March 18th of 2020. Now, apparently they were complaining, whoever was, about old Betsy being in the back. I guess my son's car in the front. And you'll hear a bylaw officer say that whatever's in the front isn't a quote-unquote legitimate driveway. But I already walked you through the neighborhood where everybody had cars in front of their houses. One house after another house after a house, another house. Whether the ground was paved with a quote-unquote driveway or whether it was gravel, rocks, and dirt. It didn't matter. Everybody, and don't forget the UN soldiers with their big-ass moving trucks and work trucks and 7 cars all stuffed onto a little piece of property right in front of a small 2-bedroom rancher. Not to mention the people right next door to them with their 7 vehicles in front of their house. So they're definitely targeting vehicles in front of this house with trying to say that that little patch where my son parks his truck is not a driveway, when I can take you right across the street and show you people parking in a similar kind of situation that is not paved and would not be considered a driveway, but the city allows them to do it. Okay, so again, it's mindfuckery, right? Now, let's just listen to that.
So this one here is not on a driveway.
Yeah, this one here. She's talking about my son's car out in the front yard in that spot, which it is a driveway, people. It's landfill that's been compressed to be a driveway. When I moved in, I think they were going to pave the whole thing over with cement, and they had done the prep work because it was landfilled, gravel, rocks, and then sand. And then I'm assuming that's where you build the frame and then pour the cement over the sand. And that whole spot where I did what I had to do 2 times because of my landlords not doing anything with it but leaving it as sand. Right? Right? It would, you know, it would have been a driveway. It would just been one big flat asphalt half of a yard, getting ready for the UN soldiers to move in with their fucking big trucks and their vehicles. Well, the city would allow that to happen because they're going around from house to house, demolishing house after house for the city so that they can build their buildings in partnership with crooked homeowners and property developers. This is a crime syndicate that I'm dealing with here. I'm telling you, they're working together to kick out people. They use any excuse they can find, right? They clearly put you out in the elements, right?
My son is just got information on, that is a driveway actually. I made it into something else. When I moved in, this all here was sand.
Yeah, how much do I have to justify? But you're supposed to live with sand.
It was basically a litter box.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's move along from the specifics. So.
Well, that is the specifics. I've been working in this yard for 10 years. This
Yeah.
is the 3rd time that you people have come here to harass me.
Wow.
Okay,
I
and it's
understand
based on a
it's
phone call.
upsetting, right?
It's based on a phone call because I'm being gang stalked because I'm standing up for my family. And one of them happened.
This was right before court with the province. Yeah. Just as I was working on YouTube videos, bringing in exposure on the drones, that fake video with the fog was going to bring up the coroner, the robotoid coroner that falsified Ciera's death certificate, right? Where I do believe Ciera was in a snuff movie with those cops and John Hart. What did they do? They called in the city again. And if you notice, those videos aren't being made because I'm doing this shit. As they got my son out there freezing his ass. Whether it's just everything's frozen, or it's raining and it's frozen, and now it's snowing and it's frozen. Because it's been frozen. Everything's been frozen since this all started. So my landlady can't come and say, oh, well, the weather's not so bad. Well, that's easy for you to say. You're not picking up frozen shit.
To be my daughter who was murdered.
And if you didn't like the way the yard was with the compost boxes and all this other stuff, you should have came with your son, help fix the fence, right? Where you don't have to now spend a whole bunch of money to do it, because I can't even do it even if I wanted to, because all my materials are gone, right? And literally, some of that plywood could have went on the inside of the fence, tacked on the outside boards, run a few 2x4s, and that fence would have held up for another 5 years, as long as the posts didn't fall, right? And the posts are fine, except for up by the blackberry bush. Some of those posts fell down. And my son is already, at one point in the past, in the back, facing the alley, re-cemented some posts with his friends when they were doing the beams. They did that at the same time and did not charge my landlord for that. So she made it impossible to do any fence repairs. But I suppose if we have to, because take it as is, if you don't like it, you can move. I'm not fixing anything, you fix it. She expects us to go off and buy new materials. Right?
Because I'm speaking about it on YouTube, the people who are calling you to cause distraction.
Yeah, I was getting ready for my court date with court. And they had to bring in the stress with the phone call, complaining about Betsy sitting in the back. I think there was some junk back there too.
So that I won't meet the deadline to file the lawsuit.
But again, what my landlord is doing now, January 1st, she comes, she gets her rent, she says she wants $100 more in February. Well, no, she asked us how much we were going to give her. We asked her if $100 was okay, because that's all we can afford. But really, it should be $75. She said, yeah, okay, fine. Marcane, start cleaning the yard for me. Clean out. She pointed at something. He said, yeah, that's okay, I'll start. And he did. He was already starting. He was already out there. And then, within 12 days, this shit started. As they knew a cold snap was coming into the United States, and it was just a matter of time before it hit out here. Yeah. And if she wanted all this shit done the way she's pointing, they should have came either in the fall, when things were dry, right? And it could have been dealt with then. Or she could have came in the summer, when things were dry. Or she could have had her son, because I asked her to have her son come and help me with the fence, and it could have been dealt with then, but she didn't do that because she obviously protects her sons, because she said up in my face outside with her other son that they're busy and it's not their responsibility, when in fact it is. It's not mine, but that's okay. It's always been mine the minute I moved in, right? It was my sand to deal with. It was my responsibility to go out there and clean up 25 bags of cat shit, being that every cat in the neighborhood was shitting in it, because she wasn't doing anything with it, not to mention the raccoons. Okay? That would have been a driveway, but it never turned into anything, so I had to do something with it. And now they're trying to say that little patch that where my son parks his car is not a driveway, when I can take you to every house and I can show you how people are parking their cars, with 7 cars per lot, not including the big ass fucking trucks that don't belong there being parked there. And I'll walk you through it again in a couple of weeks from now, in the evening when everybody's fucking home, parking their big cabs and whatever, and their shiny fucking vehicles and whatever, and seven per property, 8 per property. And it's not paved over, so you can't call it a parking lot. Right? Because they're targeting my family, people. That's why. Okay, whatever issues were going on here, my landlord should have helped me with it. But they're negligent. And that's why my stairs are rotting. And I can't even use my back stairs now, because I've been evicted from this yard. And I can't even fix them now, because they took my stuff and expect me to buy new stuff to do their fucking repairs. Whether it's painting, building something, repairing something, covering up something. Andre, the water is boiling. Andre,
What?
The water is boiling.
Suit and to keep the information out there so that families can protect themselves. Okay?
I hear you.
No, I don't think
See how stressed out I am? This is a sickness.
you do.
I'm listening.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think you
listening to
understand, though.
Well,
Okay?
I
So
understand
everything
that
that
there's
you...
Yeah, as soon as my landlord told Marcaine to go outside and start cleaning up after she got her increase in rent on January 1st, he came outside and he took this down. I built this when Sook had me out there for 10 months with the whip on my back. Do you see? Look. There's flower bulbs in there, but they're dead now. They're expensive flowers. But he took that apart. So he was already out there.
You already have it on file because this is the third time. Go contact...
So the 20th, 2020 was the third time, apparently.
Sook's still working for you?
Yeah, where's Sook?
on the other
Great!
team, yeah?
Have him come on by and he can have me move wood in the fucking rain in the middle of winter.
Yeah, he'll have me moving wood in the middle of winter in the rain. Wood. And he did that, and I got it recorded, people, while they've got my son doing the same damn shit, only worse. Only worse. We're talking thousands and thousands of pounds that if she didn't like the fucking compost boxes or the wood garden beds or whatever it is that she's saying get rid of, she should have fucking done it in either summertime or she should have done it in fucking fall, and she should have had her fucking sons come and help my son to fucking do it, and it would have been done in a couple of 2-3 fucking days versus dragging it out for a month or more, yeah, and then expect them to paint things after the fact. Yeah. And build and repair things after the fact with no materials. Because she won't pay for it, because she'll say that we don't pay enough rent. As if we're criminals, as if we're running a fucking meth lab here or something. Yeah.
Again for 78 days straight to prove a point.
Had me outside working for 78 days straight. 78 days straight. Sounds to me like that was 78 days every fucking day for 78 days straight. Who does that? Moving wood in the rain. Well, I don't know. My landlords, because they got my son now doing it. Because they know that the city wants them to make him do it. Because if it's not the city making you do it, it's the landlord that's going to make you do it, because it's both of them that make you fucking do it. Why is the landlord not coming with some help to help my son? Why is she blaming everything on me? As she's stealing my shit. Destroying my shit. Making it so I can't go outside no more.
Because that's what's going to happen. Okay? Because I've been through it before with you people. So this is great that it's happening. So give me the information so I can put it down in my lawsuit how I'm being gang stalked by the city again.
Yeah, and then the city, they don't care because the province just threw it out of court. The province of British Columbia, Canada ignores it. And then they contact YouTube and just say shadow ban the YouTube bitch's channel. So people don't get the fucking full story. Pull out a page here, take out a video there, remove it here, remove it there, you know, banner here, banner, whatever. And then, yeah, that's so they can just target the next. And then we wonder why more and more and more and more and more people are becoming homeless.
Based on an anonymous phone call that wants me to derail me from what...
No, it was probably my landlord that did it. Versus being a decent human being coming by and saying, okay, we got a problem, let's deal with it now, Judy, come on. Let's get on with it. I'll be there. Oh, thank God, Mrs. Gill, finally. She expected me to go hire homeless people to do whatever it was that she wanted me to do. Didn't matter if it was fixing the fucking gutters, fixing the fucking bathroom, fixing the fucking porch, fixing the fucking roof on the porch. It didn't fucking doing something in the yard. I tried it time after time after time. People gave up money, lost money, didn't get good results because they were homeless or whatever, had them fucking steal from me, who knows. And in the end, I just gave up fucking trying. Some of it was okay, though. Some of them, you know, there was a couple of guys in there that did pretty good with the framing and stuff that were homeless. But with a lot of just, you know, like the gutters never got done. I tried a couple times to hire homeless people to help me to fucking do that. That never got done. A couple times I tried to hire people to, basically homeless people, to help with the fucking downstairs basement, but that never fucking got done. Wasted money there. And then, same thing with the yard. I'd say, do this, I'd come back, and they did the opposite, scattered things around, made it worse for me, and then ran off and stole my shit. Did that a couple times, and then I just gave up. That was her help. Go ask a homeless people to do it for $25 for you. Didn't matter what it was, just pay them $25. Okay. No, I had to pay more than $25, people. And even then, I got ripped off. But at least I tried. I can't say that for her, though.
What happened to my daughter and what's been happening to my family.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm not trying to derail.
No, but
Hold
you
on,
are.
hold on, I'm
You
listening.
are, because you're going with the
Excuse me, ma'am?
status quo.
You haven't even told me your name yet.
Judy Chorney, you have my address. You have all that information.
And then they show up dumb. No, they're not fucking dumb because they're gang stalking. This is not at arm's length. You don't say the same thing 2 fucking times in 2020 and 25, telling you that you can't park your car in front of your fucking house, even though everybody else in the neighborhood can, and they can have up to 10 cars per fucking front of the house. You can't even call them driveways, because I've already proven to you that they're not fucking driveways. They're just old grass that's been rolled over with a few gravel rocks on it just to give it some structure. Or maybe the grass died off, or maybe it never had grass. Maybe it was just nothing but landfill like my house. I'm just saying, it's not fucking asphalt, that's for sure. So you can't, right? You can't say that mine is not a driveway but theirs is, and therefore they can have 8 vehicles, but I can't have 1. No, they're trying to make it where the house is bare, so that when the person wants to drive by and look at it to buy it, they're not looking at a fucking car, because the city is trying to promote their tax base so that they can justify their high taxes as they terrorize the residents in the city of Surrey by denying them access to the opportunity to utilize annual spring cleanup, if you want to call it that, in the city of Surrey. Maybe they won't have it this year, but maybe they do. And if they do, then they're definitely going out of their way to prevent us from using that free service with the assistance of my landlord, being that this is her yard. No. They're treating us like slaves.
I've listened to you now. Can you just give me couple sentences in here, okay?
Oh yeah, right. You're the victim.
No, don't patronize me, please. Don't. You're being patronizing.
I don't think I am.
Yeah, you are.
That's fine.
You are.
If
You're
that's the
intruding on
end,
my space.
Then that can be the end. I will talk to the owner and I will look at the history of the files.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will look at the history. Yeah, because you're building a case. Go talk to the owner. Tell the owner to help the tenant to clean up the yard with the fucking sand, the raccoon shit, the weeds, the mud, the gravel rocks, right? The landfill, right? The morning glory, the broken porch, the broken garage, right? The broken pipes, the broken fucking gutters. Why don't you ask the landlord to fix those fucking things? No.
You can do
But
that.
if there is an unsightly issue, which
Yeah,
there does
which you're gonna make me work out here. You're gonna make threats to charge my landlord $15,000. Been through it 2 times already.
Okay, well, I'm going to talk to the property.
Yeah, don't forget, I had all that brick shit all nicely laid down. Everything. Took me 4 years in the sand and the mud to cover up everything that they left for me when I moved in. And what did they do? after 2 attempts of trying to get homeless people to clean, to repair the bathroom, they ended up, but the pipe kept leaking, right? That main pipe, right? When I first moved in, I told you about. Anyway, they ripped up the front yard. Everything I had done for 4 years that's out there now in terms of cement walkways, cement walkways and stuff. I had to lay it down twice. Yeah, they ripped it up with a big ass fucking backhoe. Piled it up, 2 separate piles, and left it for me to put back. And because I couldn't put it back fast enough because it had to be dug back into the ground, I had to layer everything again. I had to level everything out. I had to level out the landfill. I had to dig out the fucking gravel rocks and get them ready to lay them down and then lay the sand over top of it in order to lay the walkway again. They made me do it twice, people. Twice. The second time, though, they put the whip on my back because I wasn't strong enough and fast enough to put it back because I'd already done it. And they came in and ripped it up in one day with a backhoe because they broke the pipe in the bathroom when they were trying to do their pipe repair that should have been done before I moved in. And even then, that thing still backs up. Every 8 months, 9, 10 months, 12 months, I have to get Alex to come in and snake it for her. Just for the simple fact of the way that the pipes are set up around here. So whatever they did was a big waste of time, waste of money, because it still backs up. And guess what? Alex fucking snakes it out for free. And I never charge her for it. I take care of it with Alex. I either pay him cash for doing it for me, or I'll watch the kids extra for Tisha and him. Never do I ever ask her to fucking pay for it. To stress her out. She's quick to stress me out.
Right? Make sure I get a copy of whatever it is. Okay? I'm sorry, it's been winter time. My daughter was murdered. The government did nothing to help my daughter. I inherited a disabled child. I have been busy. I haven't been able to come outside.
This is March. They like to get you out there in the cold.
And do work to appease the city as I am being gang stalked specifically so that you'll come by and freaking try and make me come out here for 4 months straight, working in the rain, killing myself to prove what?
Is that your son who's listening?
No, he's my grandson and he's been through it before.
Yeah, putting me back outside. Putting me back outside. With a time limit, with threats. And nobody helping me.
He's been through it before, so what?
Just like my son is outside by himself, with nobody helping him. As my landlord is saying, get rid of this, 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 get rid of everything, get rid of everything. Well, if that was the case, Mrs. Gill, why didn't you come by in the fucking summertime and fall and fucking have your sons come, or at least hire some men to come and help my son to get rid of it, whatever the fuck it was that you wanted for him to get rid of? Instead of blindsiding us in the middle of winter, knowing that fucking snow was coming, everything was frozen, and that it was freezing. As you're telling me I can't do shit no more in this yard because you're taking everything away from me as you want more money. And you're making it impossible for me to fucking fix anything here unless I go off and spend and buy new shit. As you're plotting and scheming how you can take even more shit away from me. Because you like to come into my house and tell me to sell my books, that I'm not allowed to even have fucking books, and I should be selling off my books for $2 a fucking book. If it's not that, it's something else you want me to get rid of. Why, Mrs. Gill? What's your heart on for me to not have fucking anything? Like, honestly, I don't understand it. I've never met a person like that in my whole life, people, where somebody just doesn't want you to fucking have anything. And feel like that they have a right to take it away from you. And as they're taking it away from you, they have a fucking right to make a fucking profit on it and use you right up until there's nothing left to fucking use so that they can save money and make money off of your demise. Yeah. Because that's pretty much what the cycle's been.
Is the next one going to be MCFD?
I am going to send letters to the property owners. If you want a copy of them,
Yes,
you can
I
ask
do.
the property owners. For a
No,
copy.
you can mail me
If
one.
you're going to yell at me when I have not yelled at you, then you.
No, you
can
don't
go
understand
deal
the
with
seriousness of this matter because
All
to
right.
you it's just a
Thank
job.
you, Judy. Thank you.
It's just a job.
All right.
It's just another.
Yeah, you go outside and work in this grimy, gritty fucking yard. In the rain. Just thinking about it stresses you out.
Level of gang stalking, that's all it is. And my son was going to have that car removed. Yeah. I will see you in the yard.
Yeah. I'll see you in the yard.
Yeah, of course.
They act like cops. They act like cops. They treat you like you're running a fucking meth lab.